Hello, students, and welcome to week 9 of Prep Skills for University. We are looking down the barrel towards the end of the term. We only have a few more weeks to go. So stay strong, stay committed, and we're going to see you through to the end. So this week in my overview, I'm going to talk about what we're going to be covering in week 9. So this week is actually quite a critical week, the pun intended. And that's all around critical thinking, such an important skill that you need to have as you enter university. But even further, just into your own life, applying these skills will just help you to see through the rubbish that people are trying to present to us through media and through news. And it helps us to make informed decisions about what we are perceiving is being said in this material. So our outcomes for this week are the following. So number 1 is to apply critical thinking skills to examine arguments and information from a number of perspectives. So this is where we now start to really look at what's being presented to us, the format it's being presented, and what are the things that are going on behind the scenes that could be trying to make you believe something that potentially may be an untruth. So it's helping us to really look at how we examine and how we really pull it apart to find the crux of what's being said. And that then helps us to make informed decisions about what information we're going to use. We then look at how we evaluate the validity and objectivity of this information presented. Because, we have to understand who wrote it, where did it come from, what's the reason for them writing it? Do they have a bit of a bias going on there? So we want to really evaluate that. We're going to look at recognizing where faulty reasoning or sometimes appeals to emotion are being used within an argument. And we see that a lot on media. And finally, we're actually going to look at a tool, a critical thinking tool called De Bono's 6 Thinking Hats. Some of you may have already come across this through your schooling years, but this is like a great little tool to use to help you to think about ideas in a parallel way of thinking, but separating them out. So it gives you a broader perspective and you're looking at every little angle that they could be. So that's another framework that we're going to teach you about as well. So a reminder, make sure you go through and just click off your task to complete this week, just to ensure you're getting everything done by the time you need it done. Now, I want to talk about Learning Portfolio B. Because we're in week 9, we have this week and next week's content in order to reflect on, and then after that, you'll upload it in week 11. But this week's a little bit different in that you need to download an article and you'll choose an article that you're going to critically reflect about and then respond to some questions. So you'll need to go to Moodle, and in Moodle you'll find this activity, Learning Portfolio B activity, and there's 2 articles for you to choose from. So you can either choose Australia's binge drinking culture puts mental health at risk, or why are teachers struggling because your children are awful. So you get to choose which article you would prefer to critically evaluate. Find the one that resonates, where you can really see some of these arguments that are just false and illogical, and choose that article. Now, we'll talk more about that in the online lecture, and also your support lecturers will help you with that as well. Finally, make sure you pop a chat up on our discussion forum. And this is all about, this week we want to hear about you becoming this critical thinker. How have you grown through this module? What have you learned that you can apply not only as a student, but yourself in your outside world as well? So that's our forum for this week. So guys, we are nearly there. Have a great week this week. Enjoy learning this one, because I think it really opens your eyes to what the world is trying to tell you or trying to make you believe. So we are helping you now to be so much more informed. So have a great week, and I'll see you next week. Bye.